Hello. Uh, so today we are going to do one program. You can see on the screen it is written write a program to accept an integer n and display all the even numbers up to n. So here as the limit is given, so we are going to use while loop and to check whether the number is even or odd. For that purpose we are using if control structure, and the logic behind to check the even and odd numbers. So if the number will be divisible by 2 and if you are getting the remainder 0, it means what, that the number is even. And if you are not getting 0 remainder, instead of that other numbers will be there, then that number is known as odd. So for this you have to know the logic that how we are going to calculate the even numbers. So it is not like 0 2 4 6 that human can see the numbers and can judge that these number are even, but actual logic is what, that is the number is divisible by 2 and if the remainder will be 0, then the number will be known as even number, otherwise odd number. So let's start. So here I'm going to start with our first, that is hash include. So you can see first two lines which is actually describing the program name is written in single line comment I have given on both the lines. So we will start with the hash include stdio dot h bracket complete. Then we'll start with main function, as we are not going to return anything. So at the beginning I am writing here void main, open round bracket, close round bracket. Remember, do not give semicolon at the end of main. Many students forget to give curly bracket. So after immediately main function, you have to start the main function by using open curly bracket. Now later when I will use variables, I'm going to declare this. So here first of all I'm going to ask user that give an integer n. Why? Because in a program it is written write a program to accept an integer n. Okay, so you can see here, so that's why here I'm going to ask, that is enter the number, or you can see say limit. So here I'm going to use word limit, double quote complete bracket complete semicolon, and from user I'm going to accept the number as integer given. So percent %d is the conversion character which we use for integer. Ampersand, I'm taking here x variable. Okay, so might be this will happen that n numbers up to 20, whatever the user will give the number in x, that up to that number we are going to print even number. So it might be 20, 50, 100, 500, anything. So that limit will come in x. So as x is of data type integer we are using, so here I'm going to declare the data type of n as integer. And at the beginning I want clear screen, so clr scr you have to use. So clr stands for clear, scr stands for screen. So now I'm having the limit in x. Okay, ampersand symbol is used for address. So always remember, if you forgot to give ampersand, the compiler will not give the space to x in the memory. That's why ampersand is having more weightage. So don't forget that you have to write in scanf statement. Now we are using while loop. Okay, why while loop? Because we are going to print even numbers up to n. Or you can sorry, I'm going to use here, instead of x I'm going to use n. Why? Because in a program itself given the variable name, that is n. So I'll follow the rules that which is given in the problem itself. So instead of x I'm using n. So yes, as we are going to print the even numbers up to n, that's why n is there. But from where we are going to start? So 100% from 1. So always remember, when we are using while loop, 3 points you have to remember: from where you are going to start, till what you are going through, and you are going to increment or decrement. So these three statement you have to remember while using while loop. So start with this. So first, that is from where we are going to start. We are going to start from 1. So for that purpose, of course, I need one more variable, as the name is not described in the problem, so I'm going to take it myself. So here I'm going to use a name variable, and here I'm going to declare the variable, that is a is equal to 1, because I'm going to start from 1. Now I'll start with while. Here the condition is very very important. If you making wrong condition, then it will go in infinite loop, or you will get a wrong output. So from where we are going to start? From a till what? N. Why? Because the limit is in n, so n. Now you can see here, if I'll compare, suppose in n I'm giving here 20. Okay, so if I'll go with 20, that time what will happen? This particular variable will be going less than equal to. Okay, then do not give semicolon at the end of while, then start with the while loop. Why? Because a is having value 20, and a is having value 1, and n is having 20. So if I will compare 1, is 1 less than 20, the condition will be true. Always remember, while meaning in Marathi जोपर्यंत, and in Hindi जब तक के. So जब तक के n नहीं आता, that और कंडीशन जब तक कि ट्रू रहेगी, वॉट एवर यू आर राइटिंग इन वाइल, इट इज गोइंग टू execute. So while, again, in while we are going to use if control structure. Why? Because as I told you, the we are going to apply the logic of calculation of even number. So the number which is in a, if mod 2, mod means what? Remainder. And slash, if I'm using here slash 2, it means what? That is quotient. So I want remainder, that's why I'm using here percent symbol, which is known as mod 2 equal to 0. If the condition true, if we are I'm getting remainder as 0, it means what? That number will be even, and that even number we are going to print. So here I'm going to use printf statement in double quote, next line backslash n, then percent d. Why? Because we are going to print a if it is even, then double quote comma a. Okay, then complete. Now here closing the bracket of if in if control structure you are using only single alphabet, single statement, that means it is not necessary to give in it in curly bracket, so you can skip it. Now I'm not using else. Why? Because here just my question is even numbers, so even numbers we have to print, so I'm not giving here else statement. And now a's value is 1, later on it will become 2, 3, till what? N. So here I have to increment. So already we have initialized the value, we have going up to n, and here we are going to do increment operator. So I'm going to do a plus plus, then it will become 2, 3 till limit, and then closing while loop. And here get ch to pause the screen. So here close. So now again function F2, if I'm going to press, means my program is saved. Alt F9, zero errors, zero warning, and control F9. So control F9, it will run. Now I'm giving the limit as 20. So you can see in an output it is showing me the numbers, even numbers till 20, whatever limit I have given. Okay, so I hope you all are getting the program of while loop, where we are going to display all even numbers up to the given limit. Thank you so much. Keep watching. Thank you.